a quiet monastery high in the mountains, there lived a devoted monk who spent his days in prayer and meditation. Every evening as darkness fell, he would light 2 candles in the temple's main hall. These candles stood side by side on an ancient wooden altar that had witnessed countless prayers over the centuries. The first candle was magnificent. Its wax was pure and white, smooth as marble. Its flame burned tall and steady, never flickering, never wavering. It stood perfectly straight and proud, casting a strong, clear light across the temple walls. The second candle was different. Years ago, someone had dropped it, and a deep crack ran down one side. Because of this crack, the candle leaned slightly to the left. Worse still, melted wax constantly dripped from the damaged side, pooling on the altar below. While the perfect candle burned evenly, the broken candle consumed itself unevenly, always appearing messy and flawed. The perfect candle looked at its companion with disdain. Night after night, as their flames danced in the darkness, it would whisper harsh words. "Look at yourself. You're a disgrace to this sacred place. You drip wax everywhere. You can't even stand up straight. Why does the monk even bother lighting you? You make this altar look untidy. You're nothing but a disappointment." The broken candle never responded. It simply continued burning, holding its pain inside like a secret wound. But every cruel word settled deep into its core, heavy as stones sinking in water. Slowly, the broken candle began to believe every terrible thing it heard. Then came the evening when the broken candle could bear it no longer. As the monk lit both candles and turned to leave, the broken candle's flame trembled. A single tear of hot wax rolled down its cracked side, faster than usual. "Master," it called out softly, its voice barely a whisper. "Please, I must speak with you." The monk, surprised to hear the candle's voice, turned back with gentle eyes. "What troubles your flame, little one?" The broken candle's light flickered with emotion. "I am deeply sorry, Master. Every night you honor me by lighting my wick, yet I fail you. I cannot stand straight. I drip wax all over your beautiful altar. I make this sacred space look careless and disorganized. You deserve better. I am broken and worthless. Please, Master, forgive me for being such a burden." The monk listened with patience, his weathered face calm in the candlelight. When the broken candle finished, he smiled softly. "Is this the weight you have been carrying, my dear friend? Is this what dims your spirit? Do not grieve tonight. Tomorrow evening, before I light you both, I will show you something. And after you see it, you will never call yourself worthless again. This I promise you." The broken candle didn't understand, but something in the monk's voice brought a small spark of hope to its aching heart. The next evening arrived. The sun dipped behind the mountain peaks, painting the sky in shades of amber and rose. The monk entered the temple as he always did. But before lighting the candles, he said, "Tonight, I want you both to look carefully around this hall. Notice what surrounds you." Both candles looked. The broken candle gasped. All around the altar, in every direction where its dripping wax had fallen over the months, intricate patterns had formed. The pooled wax had created beautiful, organic shapes like frozen waterfalls, like flower petals, like mountain ranges in miniature. The candlelight reflected off these formations, creating a magical display of light and shadow that danced across the temple walls. "Master," breathed the broken candle in wonder. "I never knew. I never saw this beauty." The perfect candle looked too, but around its base there was only the plain wooden altar, clean and bare. For the first time in its existence, the perfect candle felt something unfamiliar stirring in its core. After lighting both candles, the monk sat down on a meditation cushion. His eyes twinkled with warmth. "My broken friend," he said gently, I have always known about your crack. From the very first night, I understood your nature. And because I understood, I placed you exactly where you needed to be. For months now, as you burned, your dripping wax has created something I could never create myself. Every drop that you thought was a failure was actually a small act of creation. You have transformed this simple altar into something extraordinary. Visitors who come to pray often tell me that the patterns around you help them enter deeper meditation. They say your imperfection reminds them that beauty can emerge from our broken places. Tears of joy, now, dripped from the broken candle. But then something unexpected happened. "Master," said the perfect candle, its voice suddenly small and humble. "I must speak." The monk turned his gentle gaze to the perfect candle. "All this time," the perfect candle said slowly, "I have been cruel. I mocked my companion for the very thing that made it special. I was so proud of my straightness, my evenness, my tidiness. But I see now that while I was busy being perfect, my friend here was creating wonder. I am deeply ashamed. I hurt someone who deserved kindness. Please, forgive me." The perfect candle turned toward the broken candle. "My dear companion, I am truly sorry. You are not worthless. You are remarkable. Will you forgive me?" "Of course," replied the broken candle softly. "We all make mistakes. What matters is what we learn from them." The monk smiled at both candles, pleased by this transformation. "Listen well," he said. "Both of you serve this temple perfectly. You," he looked at the tall candle, "provide strong, steady light for reading prayers and walking safely through the dark hall. Your consistency is a gift. And you," he looked at the broken candle, "create beauty and inspire others to see meaning in their own imperfections. Your crack is also a gift. I need both of you. You are both exactly what you should be." From that night forward, everything changed. The perfect candle burned with humility, grateful for its purpose. The broken candle dripped with joy, knowing each drop created something meaningful. They stood together not as rivals, but as companions, each fulfilling their unique role in the temple. We are all like these candles. Some of us feel perfect on the outside but lack the vulnerability that creates deep connection. Some of us feel broken and flawed but possess the exact imperfection that allows us to create unexpected beauty in the world. The truth is, we need both qualities. Our strengths serve one purpose, our weaknesses serve another, and both are necessary for a complete life. Your cracks are not mistakes. They might be exactly what the world needs from you. The thing you're most ashamed of might become your greatest gift if you allow it to drip, to flow, to create something new. So I want to ask you, have you ever felt like the broken candle, ashamed of what makes you different? Or have you been the perfect candle, judging others before understanding their purpose? Share your story in the comments because your words might light the way for someone walking in darkness. If the story resonated with you, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear that their brokenness is not a flaw but a feature. Subscribe to stay with us for more stories that remind you of your unique value in this world. I'll see you in the next story. Until then, remember, your cracks let the light out in ways that perfection never could. Stay grateful, stay humble, keep burning in your own beautiful way.